Hello, my fellow humans. Long time no see. So, hmm, let's take a few deep breaths for the beginning. And let's tune into our hearts. And let's release the weight that we have on our hearts as much as possible with deep, loud exhale. And feel how your heart opens as you do this. My dog Picky, he also did this exhale right now, and this is a thing that he does in the evening when he is in his little bed, and he makes a noise with his breath like this. And it sounds a bit like he's like fed up or tired and like bored. It sounds a bit like this. And me and my husband, we used to laugh at him, but then we tried how it feels. And when you do this breath, try it for yourself. It's like chest relaxes and shoulders fall down. And like the space opens here. And even you feel it down to your pelvis area if you are aware. Let's do it again and put your focus on your pelvis area. And you can see the relaxation of the tension there as well. It feels so good to breathe. So, what do I want to talk today? What do I want to talk about today? Yeah. I'm just gonna go about it, even though part of me wants to avoid it, but I think it's important to talk about this. It is backstory. Yesterday I spoke with a woman that I met through this YouTube channel, and we spoke a little bit about different people teaching on the internet, and she said, just by the way, that there are, I don't know exactly what kind of words she used, but the point was that there are many teachers on the internet who are just crap, and I in instant agreed with her. But then a few moments later I already regretted it because I realized like I am one of those teachers on the internet, and I actually believe that all of those teachers on the internet, and I could be put into this bucket of crap teachers because I'm not so confident on camera. I stumble on my words. I may not get message exactly true in the powerful way all the time. I am not super confident person. I mean, I am in some areas super confident, but I'm not super confident on camera, and that still shows. And I doubt a lot. I doubt a lot. I am a type of person. I'm in this personal development, spiritual kind of world for more than 20 years now. I'm 34 years old, and I started like I was I had slightly religious upbringing, so there was some spirituality from Christianity, even though part of it's were traumatic, but there was this connection to God from that point. But then in teenage years, I started to research all kinds of things, different religions, different spiritual practices, blah, 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 blah. And lots of woo-woo things. And there's part of me that's also very skeptical and so much about science. And I love clear mind, and yeah, the point is, for that part of the video, that I realized at that point that I can be in this bucket of crap online teachers as well, because my presentation and all of it could seem as a crap to someone. And actually, this woman also suggested improvements that she can see where I can improve on my videos. And even before she finished talking about it, I interrupted her and told her that I know myself where I need to improve myself. And I do know there are so many things that I can improve about my videos, about my presentation, about the way I talk, about how much I look into the camera. Maybe I could sometimes prepare myself more. The tone of my voice, how much grounded I am. Do I speak from my head? Do I speak from my I cannot remember the word now. Do I speak from my neck? But I don't mean this word. Anyway, do I speak from this area, from this neck area? Do I speak from my heart? Do I speak from my womb? Like, these are all different ways that I can play with how I speak, and this will change how my message comes through. And I know so much about this, and I can see when I listen to other people speak, how can they improve their speaking as well. But when I am in front of the camera, I am, at least till now, not able to change and improve all at once, especially because I was never that much of a public speaker. I speak in public when it is necessary, when I feel that it is important that my voice is heard, or often when no one else does, and there is like if I'm in a school setting, when I'm a student, if no one else really gives feedback back to the teacher, I will, because I respect the teachers, like, just for being there and being in front of the public, and I want to give them some feedback. I want to be the person there who listens and give them feedback so that they can do their work properly and that I can get the best from them. Yes, And the main way how I'm gonna improve my ability to speak on camera is to do it as much as I can. And that is why I am putting these videos out. I hope that I get something useful along to my listeners. And one of the main thing why I do it is to actually become better at it and put even more useful things. But I'm having this goal to do, I don't know, 50 longer videos or 10 minutes videos, something like this, mostly for myself, so that I improve my ability to speak on camera and get my message through, whatever the message is at the moment. Okay, now back to online teachers, or not just online teachers, like people you see on YouTube, but then you also have people like this in your friend groups and people like this just everywhere you go. Actually, we all are teachers to each other. We are all students of life. We are all teachers to each other. We can all learn from each other. And I and many others, we are putting ourselves out there on the internet because we believe we have something useful to say and that the world should hear it. And everyone and other people who are not putting themselves out on the internet, they do it in their friend groups, they do it in where they work, like with all the people I spoke during my lifetime. Like, we are all parts of this life, we are all living this life, and we are all trying to figure it out in some way. Even those who are aware that they are too small to ever be able to figure it out, we are still trying to do it, and we are putting it into words, and we are putting our experiences in relation to other people, in relation to life out in the world, and through the spoken word in our conversations. And my point, what I'm trying to get across now, is like, we all are trying to figure it out. And even those teachers on the internet, or that you see when you go for a lecture of someone famous or whatever, even when they appear super confident and they know exactly like how to get you from point A to point B and to your most amazing life, and they talk in the most structured ways, and you feel like tum tum tum, if you just follow those steps, then you're gonna reach your destination and everything is going to be all right. I can assure you that even they, with all this confidence, they come to the points in life when they don't know. And there's so little they actually know. I remember once speaking to my grandma, because when I got a little wiser, I realized that I can get wisdom from her, and I sometimes ask her questions about different things. And once I asked her, I think it was some question about money, but I don't remember the question at all anymore. And it was about something else, I don't know. Anyway, what was the main thing here, the most important thing here was her answer. And she said, I don't know. I don't know about this. And for me, this was like, like one of the most important aha moments in my life, that you can say, I don't know, that you don't have to know, that there can be such potent wisdom in I don't know. I'm still struck by this. It is in this place of don't knowing, of not knowing, that you can relax and open up to receive new information, new guidance, new experiences, to receive the grace of God, if I may say it so. When you with humility, not humiliation, but humility, realize that you're small and life is big and you don't know everything. You cannot know everything. That you are like, like when you look during the night out on the dark sky and you see so many shiny stars, and you become aware of how small you are, and you at the same time feel your own smallness and the vastness of the universe. And through this smallness you can experience this vastness, like you can open up to you feel at the same time how small you are and how big you are in connection with all this, how you are one with all of this. But at the same time, you are aware, I mean, maybe not all the time, but when I look at the night sky, I know that if I die now, if this physical vessel dies, the life will still goes on. Oh, yeah, and this propels me to another thing that I want to share. I want to talk about the spectrum of spirituality, or the spectrum of belief in God. And this spectrum goes from being, on one side, believing in God, and like having this deep connection, and on the other spectrum being an atheist, or there might be even more, not just being an atheist, but not being even aware of that thing that is called God, like when you were a kid and before someone started talking to you about God, does God exist or does not exist, even before you had this information about the concept of God. Like, imagine this state for a second. It's just being. It's not conceptual, like either what people call God is or is it not. You still are. The little kid, little baby is still being. It doesn't know anything about God, about spirituality, but it is being part of life. And sometimes I feel like this is the most core thing of it all. Like, if like John Lennon said, imagine no religion. Imagine no religion. Imagine no concepts. Imagine no philosophies. Imagine no online teachers. Like, imagine no me. At this moment, just become aware of your being. Like, this is it. This is at the core of it. And and it feels so good. Yeah, back to what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about um it's like I'm listening to myself, and then I'm not sure anymore if I want to go there completely. But yeah, let's do it real quick. I say for myself, I sometimes am more I'm sometimes more on this spectrum where I believe in God. Or I mean, if I explain to you what is my definition of God, is just this: beingness. It's life. It's everything that is, everything that isn't. It's like whole universe. It's like God is for me in everything. And yes, even in what people could say bad, negative, evil things, like it's all this part of this huge vast field of possibilities. And there's also a part of God that, a part of this that comes from my childhood beliefs about God, how I was taught about what God is, and there I still have this image of a man with beard, and maybe that's why I like men with beards. Yeah, and there's a part of God that, part of what I perceive as God in my mind, and that helps me to also relax my body, is this idea of loving, unconditionally loving, supportive being. And some people would say this being exists, some people will say it doesn't, but as I tune into it, as I practice awareness of this being with my own body, as my husband once said, if you want to create peace in the world, you have to practice peace. And this is exactly it, like practicing peace, practicing connection to that being that I imagine is unconditional love, practicing connection to unconditional love. And also this is one of the main things that it's at the core of spirituality, and also at the core of religions, is love, is compassion. And it doesn't matter where you are from. I mean, I try not to judge, but it's still a little laughable to me when people say from which planet you are. From which planet they are, like some Pleiadians and Sirius and Venera or Mars, or wherever they come from, or which star constellation they come from. I mean, maybe it's true, but it's a bit laughable to me, because we are all here now on this planet Earth, and if you would die now, and your soul, if you believe in it, because you can live deeply spiritual life even if you don't believe in God, even if you don't believe in spirituality, even if you don't believe in soul. If you are loving being that tries to love other people, that has compassion, you're doing it um Back to the point. No, this is the point. But back to the train thought before. No matter which planet you are from. Oh yes, you are now on the planet Earth, and if you would die today on the planet Earth and your soul would go to another planet, you would then say that you are from the planet Earth, that you're coming from planet Earth. Isn't it interesting? And now you are here on the Earth, and your mission now is on the Earth. And okay, if you believe that you are coming from some other planet, but still you have human challenges. You have to deal with your emotions. And maybe one part why you are so much believing that you are from the other planet is because sometimes experience of life can be effing hard here. And it's maybe easier if you believe that you are special, that you are from other planet, and there are those bad people or dark forces or whatever that are creating this heavy planet where people don't like each other, and you are not part of this. But at the same time, you are here. You are part of this. We are all part of this. We are all collectively co-creating it. And and we are all doing our best. And it really doesn't matter, at least this is my opinion, which planet you are from. Your work now is here, and this is your opportunity to be loved here, to love yourself, to love this planet. Like this planet Earth, like it needs so much loving. It needs so much loving. First, for our human animal bodies, for this vessel, and for each other. Like if us humans start to love each other more, we will not destroy the planet Earth that much. But at the same time, I know that it's sometimes hard, and we probably will not solve all of the problems of humanity during our lifetimes, but we can bring our best to it. And I know sometimes, like, this is one of the things also that the lady that I spoke with yesterday, she told me about this online teacher that she loves. And this relates to what I was speaking before. And that teacher, online teacher, she is special to her. She can see her glow, and she can even taste in a way that's interesting how we perceive things. And she can, like, it's a good taste, like what she's speaking about. That lady is eating. She's eating her words and they taste good to her. And she sent me her video, and it didn't have the same impact on me. It didn't resonate so much with me. The things she was speaking about, yeah, okay, it was all good, but it was not completely resonating with me. And not because there would be something wrong with her or with the things that she spoke about or with her delivery, but I was not resonating completely. And this relates to what I was just speaking about love. I am sometimes in these states where I can shine love towards everyone and see everyone as loving and see everyone as beautiful and gorgeous human beings or just beings. But I don't completely resonate with everybody. I always tell this, I always explain this with how my dog behaves. You can see my dog. He is a super lovely dog being. And all types of dogs love him. All types of dogs love him, but not all the dogs love him. And sometimes people said, oh, my dog doesn't like other dogs, but those dogs loved Piggy. But sometimes we would be on a walk and you could see when he and some other dog would meet, there was no resonance. With some dogs, he started to play immediately, and with some dogs you can see, no, like it doesn't go together. And it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with any of those dogs. It just doesn't go together. And sometimes, like with humans, it also happens that at some points you resonate more with someone and then you resonate more with someone else, and there is nothing wrong with it. You can still practice love and practice love towards everyone without having to hang out and be best friends with everyone and having to resonate with everyone. I can also see, like, now in college, it's still so funny to me that I am at college at 34, and I can see those my classmates. They're all younger than me, and as I see them every day now for the second year, almost every day, I love them all in some way, but I don't hang out with all of them. But as I watch them, I see something special and lovable about just all of them. But I don't resonate that much with all of them, and I hang out more with one group and work better like with a bigger group, and there are like parts of the group of the classmates that I rather not work with that much, even though I can still see them as interesting, lovable human beings. We don't resonate with each other that much that would feel like, yay, let's sit together and go to the toilet together and hang out together. You know what I mean? And there is nothing wrong about this. And the same with teachers you see on the internet or wherever else. We can still appreciate each other just as human beings and have relations. Like for the relationship, there has to be a relation. And with some people, we are in closer, more intimate relationships, and it feels good. And with some other people, we are more on the distance. And sometimes, like, you can have family members that feel like, they are family, but at the same time, you're having them at some distance. And the relationship is the most optimal when you have them on this distance, when you don't have them too close. So, yes, I feel like that's it. That's what wanted to come through me today. And I hope there is something useful in it for you, and that you don't mind too much. My cozy delivery feels so cozy today, and I so much love my cozy old sweater today, and this room and November and it's raining outside. And I love myself in it, and I love you.